Hello and welcome back everybody to another episode of Fallout Shelter. We're here at Vault 999 and I have been playing but not recording the last few days. Been having some issues with the recording software. It seems to be working now though. Snag that 120, stop 5 incidents, send 7 dwellers, extinguish 5 fires. Okay. Alright. Let's just click all this stuff first. Get all the crazy noises out of the way. Okay, I've been checking on the vault. I've been doing objectives. We don't have full on all of our rooms. It's not full of people training because we don't have that many people to really spare. I mean, we could probably train or cross-train some of these guys actually. Yeah, which I might actually do because we have the training facilities, and if they don't fit in the exact room that we want to put them in, then we can put them in a different room, I guess. No, I better not do that. Definitely intelligence based. You're perception based, but there's no room in the perception room right now. Okay, I see what's going on. See, we can train him though, so we're gonna do that. Gonna train his agility. The subscribers and what I'm doing with them is I'm training their endurance, because endurance is the most important skill when you go out, because it determines the length of time the character is exploring. So that's incredibly important. Also, I started training a dweller in endurance, so when we have the opportunity to get our first let's call it Nuka-Cola bottler, then we can do that. Also, we need to make more endurance dwellers. So that's what we're going to attempt to do right here. Let's see. Gerald, Ryan, Bittercup. Bittercup's training too. I want her to get her luck up as much as possible, because endurance, from what I understand... Alright, we'll go through the row. Strength is how much damage you do. P is how often you hit. Endurance, E, is how long your character lasts. C, I think, has something to do with trading, so maybe you get better items that way or more items. Intelligence probably lets the character, get away from bad situations or figure out a way of accomplishing more than their physical stats would allow them. Agility, I think, is avoidance, is hit avoidance. They take less damage, they hit less often. And luck determines loot, but it also determines if it's a blue or not. So we want to make sure... Oh, not her. We want to make sure we're using the right people for the right reasons. This is Duncan. Wow, these are all strength-based dwellers. That's not good. You know what? Maybe we'll have Bittercup have a baby, since she's training anyways, right? She can make a super baby. And let's see if we have anyone else available. We have Ryan. Oh, that's the same guy. Okay. There's no one else that we would get a specifically endurance-based character from. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that and make sure that as many endurance-based dwellers come out of this situation as possible. I'm probably going to end up cross-training them a bit with luck, which we have room for, so that we can rush the bottler when we get it, in case we need to. Because what's most likely going to happen is I'm going to get rid of one of these diners. Because I think it's the first upgrade on a Nuka-Cola bottler produces more food and water than this does. It produces like 46 food when this produces 40. Why don't you have a weapon, Kimberly? We need to get you a gun. There we go. Okay, so that's the plan. I've been expanding the training rooms. We have been having a few mate fests going on. People have been getting the freak on and making more dwellers, but you'll notice that we don't have, you know, I tucked the habitations over here and the storage rooms over here. Makes it easier to go up and down the sides here and collect the resources. Not very good for Mr. Handy's, but I'm probably not going to be buying them anyways. I can't figure out how to buy things through Bluestacks, so I'm just not going to bother with it. It's too complicated, so I'm not going to do it, unfortunately. You know, maybe that's why they had it on iOS first. Someone said in an official statement that, you know, they were trying to get them all at the same time, and it wasn't, you know, a move to get money for the game. But I mean, when all the developers and all the people who create a game and get it out there, they need to get paid too. So I have no issue with them making the strategic, economic decision that they made. Really, I hated the wait. I wanted to play this game much sooner, but it is what it is, right? Everything's not free. So we have a lunchbox. I'm sure some of you would be interested in seeing what we have in there. So let's have a look. Alright, first card we have 100 caps. Enhanced sawed-off shotgun, that's decent. Some power. And 500 caps. Not bad, not bad. We're doing decent for money right now, due mainly because of Bittercup going out and exploring, which is great. She's been our main go-to person, so we're going to have to try to replace what she's been doing. Gerald is returning. It's going to be about a day until he returns. I'm not seeing a lot of great candidates for Bittercup's temporary exploration replacement, but I think it's going to have to be Carol Owens. She's the only one that has any kind of real stats that are impressive. Now, the fancy formal wear will give her 11 luck, but the expert jumpsuit will give her 13 agility, which is crazy high. I'm going to get rid of the expert jumpsuit because it has the... I didn't mean to pick that. Because it is the highest stat bonus. And we'll give her a rusty laser rifle. We'll stage her in the entrance. I'm going to take a quick look, make sure there aren't... We want to have the people in the water treatment have good weapons, but... See, do I want to send her out? Yeah, I'm going to send her out with one of these. With the rocket launcher instead, because rocket launcher does way more damage, or missile launcher, whatever they call it. Doesn't she look like she's ready to cause some trouble? Get her out there and get her getting us some loot. We'll give her 25 and 25 because we have them, and we might as well. I have been attacked several times by the Deathclaws So that's something we need to keep in mind, since we open and close the door twice. But I mean, I've had Deathclaws attack me right away. I've had them, like, this person goes away and like the Deathclaws are running in. They want to have the tasty dwellers that are inside. There's fires. So I guess if we were to push things, the one thing I don't like about these achievements is when they're like trying to make you make fires in your vault. It seems kind of stupid. Like if there was objectives that are like active ones and ones that are passive. So this would be a good example of a passive one that basically happens because it happens, and then, you know, you're able to deal with it, so you get a little bit of money. And the same with the stop 5 incidents. Like, the only way to really complete that right now is to cause problems, is to rush a room, which would, in reality, just cause havoc, really. So I don't really like doing those ones, because I think they're counterproductive, really. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's a video game, but no reason to get in the habit. Alright, we have mole rats, so we're going to start pulling people from the endurance room. Get everybody in there. I think we forgot to give them sexy suits. They're doing alright anyways. Wow. Some mole rats are OP. So when you get a full room of them, I've had 3 of my guys killed in a room from mole rats. I'm like, what? Mole rats? You kidding me? Well, I gave Mr. Anderson the sports fan outfit, +4 strength, +1 luck, because he's maxed out in strength, so I know that's him, so I don't try to swap him out for anybody in the room. We don't really need a lot of infrastructure. Like, we could pursue the idea of upgrading this power center, actually. That's 6,000. We'll do that. We'll keep things more in the green. We'll be proactive about what we're doing. The next upgrade's very expensive. Yeah, it's 18,000. So we'll hold off on that. Oh. Looks like we had a love connection. Beautiful. They're going to be creating the new generation of Nuka-Cola employees. I think everybody has the right kind of outfit that they're supposed to have. Where were you? Oh, you still have your alien blaster. Okay. It would have been a good thing to give that to the person who just left. Actually, I think the missile launcher does more damage, so it's no big deal. Alright, no big deal then. Where is it? There it is. So Bittercup's working on her luck. Luck's something that we can have anybody work on, really. Oh, you need a weapon, buddy. You're perception based, so let's have you work on your luck. We don't really need a lot of medical type stuff right now. And if we end up needing some, we can always shuffle things around and get them out there. He's a strength-based character, and I would rather have him training. Luck works for everybody, so luck's an easy one to train for. Mainly for the specialists that work in the different rooms, it helps them rush, but it's also a good thing to have when you send them out exploring. And it's also a good alternative if there's no room in their, you know, specialist stat training room. Like, there's no room in the strength room for them. Oh, Valerie's working on her strength, is she? Oh, okay. She's doing everything a little bit different. She is. Oh, because there wasn't any room. Well, strength is a good one to train up on anyways.